check out this pep rally. These kids at Clancy Majore Elementary are excited about today's special guest speaker, and honestly, I am too. I am not gonna lie to y'all. He and his teammates won so many football games, and now, thanks to the partnership with Cox Communication, I get to call you my teammate. Welcome, Malcolm Mitchell, to Locally Louisiana. Welcome, Malcolm. Thank you for joining us today.
I am extremely happy to be here, and yes, we are teammates.
Yes, I'm excited. So, Malcolm, you're a University of Georgia graduate.
Correct.
You have won a Super Bowl championship, which is nothing to sneeze at, by the way, and you are a Community Service Award winner. Where does your drive come from when it comes to these things that you've done in the aspects of your life? And not to just be a champion, right? But also to be someone who's willing to give back to the community with what you do.
Yeah, it's a complex question for me to answer, but the starting spot is witnessing my mother. I grew up in a single-parent household. I saw her overcome breast cancer when I was in elementary school. I watched her fight through poverty. I watched her wake up every day and put her best foot forward, and she never made excuses. She took care of her children, and she persevered. So I think watching her do that embedded those ideas and philosophies into my brain, such as life is not simply about what you do for yourself, but what you do for others. That just because you can play sports doesn't mean that you've maximized who you are as an individual.
That's true.
And we're stronger together than apart. And I truly believe that the value of an individual's life is not rooted in their ability to run, jump, or catch passes, but just having the motivation, inspiration, and encouragement to wake up every day and try.
Yeah.
So my mother is probably the reason for, if not everything, majority of it.
So not only are you a football legend in your own right, you are also a children's author. And that is a huge transition, right? I am going to read this book to my 4-year-old when I get home. I'm very excited about it. So tell us a little bit more about this latest project with Cox Communication and what brought you to Jefferson Parish today.
Yeah. I grew up a struggling reader, and I understood the value of football and sport, but I did not always understand the value of an education. I got to the University of Georgia, and I concluded the most self-empowering tool we could possess is the ability to read. That access to information, that exposure to ideas would help me understand that my life was more valuable than what I did on the football field.
Yeah.
The only challenge is I had never voluntarily read a book, so I struggled. I started reading picture books as an SEC All-American to become more confident in reading. And then I created a foundation and started writing picture books to inspire kids to read. In 2021, I became a Cox Digital Equity Ambassador, which meant I was able to go out in communities and embrace the ideal and understanding of connectivity through the internet. And I noticed the same thing I was trying to do as a reader, access to information, exposure to more that the world had to offer that would give me hope. It's the same thing that could be accomplished through connectivity.
Yeah.
That's what created the relationship. And a world within reach is the opportunity to bring those two worlds together. My understanding of the value of reading and my newfound understanding of the power of connectivity. And I'm here to share this story with students and continue to advocate for those two things, literacy and connectivity, because I think they are powerful.
I love the fact that there's so many, and if you want to show the camera, there's so many beautiful visual images in this book that you can tell the story just by looking at the pictures, which is amazing because my son, again, who is 3, he's turning 4, he reads his books visually. So for you to say that, I immediately connected with that, and it's brilliant how visually it tells this story. So you can get the story in two ways. So multi-factor ways to get the story. I think it's brilliant. I thought that was brilliant. Now, why are digital equity and digital literacy so important? You started to touch on that a little bit. And how does not being connected to the internet impact children across the country, you think?
So let's define digital equity in my terms. There are some communities that have access to a reliable internet service, and there are some communities that do not. It's no different than poverty pockets and book deserts. There are some students who have access to print, and there are some students who do not. So for me, it's all about everyone being on that equal playing field. And those who do not have access are truly deprived from a resource that can help them learn, excel, grow, be empowered, and enrich their future. The other aspect that I'll point out is digital literacy, because it's one thing to have a resource.
Yes.
It's a completely different thing to understand how to use the resource to empower your future. I always use this example. If you give my 4-year-old a hammer versus giving a handyman a hammer, you're going to get two different outcomes because one knows how to use that tool to build and another one knows how to use it to destroy.
Yes.
So digital literacy to me is understanding how to use the power of the internet to enrich your future, and also understanding some things to stay away from that could cause some disturbances along your way.
Yeah. So where can viewers go to learn more about A World Within Reach, and how can they get it for their children?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked. This book is free.
Wow.
All you have to do is go to cox.com/read and download it, and you can share it with your family, your friends, your community, and I've written other picture books, but this one with Cox, we wanted to make sure that it was free for any and everyone to have, because I think the message is most important.
Yeah.
So cox.com/read, you will see a button that says download for free, and it will be yours.
My teammate, everybody, Malcolm Mitchell. Now that's a wrap here on another amazing episode of Locally Louisiana. Now you know the drill. If you've missed something or you just want to binge watch some episodes, we got you. Log on to watch.yourview.com. I'll see you guys next time. Later.